Hello students, today we will learn how to create charts in Microsoft Excel application. If you have got Office 365 account, you can go to www.office.com and then you sign in with your Office GEMS e-learning account if you're in GEMS school. And when you click here, this is the app launcher with the 9 dots icon on the top left corner, and you will see all the different apps like Outlook, OneDrive, Word, Excel, PowerPoint, Teams, Sway, etc. So you will click on the Excel application and it will open the Excel window here. You have to choose a new blank workbook to start off a new work. Now this is your new blank workbook with one sheet called sheet 1. Now here at the top you can see book 23 or some number will be written for the book. You can click there and you can give a new file name. Supposedly I say the file name as marksheet 4a and I save it in the documents folder. Now when I click outside, you can see the file name has got saved here. I will just click the zoom button at the top, at the bottom left right corner. On the bottom right corner we have the zoom button. So I've zoomed in, and now here anywhere I can start off, and I will write mark sheet for 4a. Then I will write here student name. Now you can see student name I had written in cell C3, and it is showing here in the formula bar student name, but it is showing across to the D column also. But if I click on cell D3, there is no content over there, it is blank. So I can increase the column width, bring a cursor between C and D and drag the width of this column so that the column becomes bigger, student name column becomes bigger. Now here in the second cell, you can write English marks and press enter key. Now again, one option is to increase the width of this column D. Another option is you can wrap the text inside this cell. This is the wrap text option. When I click on that, in this cell itself, in the D3, the text has got wrapped. And then if I want, I can increase the width also. Now below this, supposedly, I just write student names A, B, C, and D. And their marks out of 50, I can give some random marks. Okay. Now I want to format my table. So I click on the first cell where student name is written, and you can see this white plus sign. Click the left mouse button to select the cell and drag your mouse across to the right and down. So you can see all these cells have got selected now. And then I go here in this, these are all the options in the home menu. I go for the borders and choose all borders. So all borders have been applied to my table. Now the table is still selected, and I can go here in alignment and I can choose the center alignment. So all the text comes in the center of the cells. And you can see the student name is at the bottom of this cell. So I can choose middle alignment. So the text comes in the middle of the cell as well. Now if I click outside, this is my table here. Now you should remember, children, you should not insert any blank column or row in between in this table. All the cells should have content one next to another. Now we'll come to the heading of this table, that is marksheet for 4A. It is showing only in column C right now, but I want it to show across C and D. So I click on the first cell C1 and drag it till D1. Now the option I will choose here is merge. And if I click on this arrow, you have the option to merge and center. When I click that, so both the cells of C1 and D1 have got merged and the text has come in the center of the cells. This cell has become one cell. C1 and D1 has become like one cell. And if I want for this, I can choose a fill color and I can change the font color for the text. I can make it bold. I can increase the font size. Whatever you want changes, you can edit. So now your table is ready. Now we have to make a chart out of this table. To create a chart, you have to select the table from which you have to make the chart. So you click on the first cell of this table, drag it right and down. So your table is selected. Now in the insert menu at the top, you will see here some recommended charts. And if you click on this arrow, it will show them in detail. So first of all, we will choose the first chart, that is clustered column chart. When I click on the clustered column chart, this is the chart I get. Since I have zoomed in, so it's showing too big, I will zoom out a little bit. Okay. Now I can move my chart when I see the 4 arrows on my chart. Can you see these 4 arrows? Then I can click and drag my chart across. And to resize my chart from the corner edges, from the resizing handles, these are called the small circles, I can make my chart bigger or smaller. Okay. Now we will format the chart. Here you will see chart has different form. When I click outside this chart, children, you will see the chart menu has disappeared. Only when I click inside the chart, then the chart menu reappears. And when I click on the chart menu, I have got other options for the chart. Now here, when I click on chart title, I can say I want the chart above the chart. Above the chart, I want the chart title. So this is my chart title, English marks, but I don't want it to be English marks. Maybe I want English marks for 4A. So I can double click here, or I can edit the chart title. So I will have to go to chart title and edit the chart title. And here now I can write English marks for 4A. And I say OK. So this becomes my chart title. Then you can see here ABCD is written on the x-axis, the horizontal axis, that is x-axis. So we have this axis title. This is the y-axis where these numbers are written. And the names here ABCD are written on the x-axis. So when I click on axis titles and I choose horizontal axis title, it is not displaying any axis title right now. But if I say title should be below the axis, I click there and I can choose a title text. Now what are these ABCD? These are the student names. So I can write here student names and press the OK button. So that becomes my axis title down here. Similarly, I can add the y-axis title by clicking here and then primary vertical axis title. And I want, there are these 3 options: rotated title, vertical title, or horizontal title. The horizontal will look horizontally, the written thing. And if I say vertical title, so and here those numbers represent marks. So I write marks and say OK. So this has come in the on the vertical way. MARKS, the letters are written vertically one below the other. Likewise, children, we have now here legend. When I click on legend, I can show the legend at the right. So when I click this, you can see this small dot that is like a key. So it shows all these blue columns represent the English marks. Same way if I go to legend and I say I want to show the legend at the bottom. So now the legend has come at the bottom. So you can decide where you want to place the legend. Then there is data labels. When I click on data labels, if I click on center, the numbers, the marks are showing at the center of all these columns. And if I click on data labels, outside end, they are showing above each of the columns, at the outside end of each of the columns. Now you can format this chart by clicking on the format option here, and you can choose the chart title. If I click on chart title, I can choose the text here. I can edit the title position. I want it above or overlay. The font of this text I can decide. Bold, italic, underline, font size. The fill color for this text, supposingly I choose this. So it is showing that color. If I want an outline color for it, so it will show that outline color also. Then if I want to make some changes to the legend, I can do that here. If I want to change the horizontal axis, in the horizontal axis, I want to change the font size. The fill color is white right now. If I make it yellow, so that becomes for all these data labels, horizontal axis labels, the color has got changed. If I click on series, and again for the series it's blue right now. If I say another shade, so they will get another shade of color. This is how you can do the formatting of the chart, and when I click on the close, that window closes. So this is all about the column chart. Now I can double click on this sheet 1. When I double click here, I can rename this sheet. So I rename this as column chart and press the OK button. Now you can see the sheet has got the name as column chart. Now I want to make a duplicate of this sheet. So I right click on my sheet name and click on duplicate. So here I get a second column chart sheet. You can see both are identical. But because this is the same name, so it has added a 2 along with that. Now here I will double click this to rename this, and I will rename it as bar chart. Now I can just click on this chart, and then I click on the chart menu, and here I can choose another kind of a chart. Supposedly I choose the bar chart here. So this gets converted into bar chart. Can you see? And now this marks is coming vertically. If I want, I can go to format, and this is the horizontal axis now, and or from the axis titles also I can go directly. Horizontal axis, I want title below axis. This is the title below axis, and for the vertical axis title, I want the rotated title supposedly. So the text has got rotated, and this I can resize from here. Okay, it is just not allowing me to resize. Bounds, horizontal axis, units, tick marks, vertical axis across, labels next to axis, category, format, fill, axis title marks. If I unselect no, horizontal axis, I want to show the axis title, yes, and okay. Now I can give again the name for the axis title. Axis title, it's written here. So I write there marks. So this becomes the axis title. And if I choose a different fill color, you'll be able to notice that this axis title has got this fill color. Like this, you can format the chart. So now this is the bar chart we have for the same table. If I want to again duplicate this, I've duplicated two times. Right click and then duplicate one more time. Now I can move this chart from here and bring it here. I can drag it and move it, and I want to rename this chart as line chart. So line chart, basically we will have to go back, click on the chart, click on the chart menu, then choose here line chart, and this becomes your line chart. So line chart is basically used to show some change happening. For example, some change of temperature over the period of months. That will be the best example for the line chart. Now the next chart I want to rename as pie chart. In a pie chart, there will be a circle which will have different pies in it. So I go to the chart and then click on pie chart over here. This is the pie chart. Okay, now why all the colors are coming same? Let's see. I will delete this chart actually, and then select my table once more, and then go into insert menu and then the pie chart. So this is my actual chart, the pie with different pies. Now if I want to see the data labels, I click on data labels. If I choose center, so the data labels are now showing in the center of all of these pies. And here the legend is showing that different colors. A for A student is blue colored pie, for B student, C student, and D student. And looking at this pie chart, you can figure it out that the biggest pie is for the student C, and in the table also it shows the same. C student has got the highest marks of 50. Enjoy working on the charts, children. See you later.